Good morning, everyone. It's Mel. I felt that my video yesterday was really cut short, and for that, I am so grateful for any of you that watched it and commented. I have not actually looked and read the comments. I apologize. My daughter ended up inviting me over for dinner, which was like such a blessing. She made me some soup. How sweet, right? And then I came home and I just slept. I've been like, actually, I just told a lie. I didn't mean to. I did manage to read. I think there were 3. I don't know if there's more than the 3 is what Lisa from Life with Lisa Ann had commented. I'm sorry, Lisa, if I got the book you gave me wrong. That makes me incredibly sorry about that. It is a lovely book. I'm not sure. I'll have to check I have a book upstairs where I record like books that I put like studies in. So I also have this one here too. Now, this one is beautiful. It's like a I love it because of the paper, you guys, and I've shown you the Ethiopian Bible. This is the King James Version. It's called My Creative Bible, and it was done in 2016. Now, I prefer the older ones, you guys, because I find that a lot of the language has been changed. From my 1929 King James version to this one. People find it easier, the KIV version, because of certain language, whereas I prefer to read the original and then look up what the meaning is. For example, I'm learning the language of ye and thee. Ye, Y-E means like many people, whereas thee means you. And I find that over time, what's happened is our English language has evolved for you, and nobody really knows if they're talking to one or many. And when I'm in the word, I really want to know, like, is it being spoken once or more than, like, to one person or to more than one person? Like I said, I go through this book and like it doesn't matter how many times I've gone through the word. I would probably only suggest I know like less than 1% of it, and I've gone through the word because every time I come back to it, there's so much more in it. But I love this one. Again, it's like the big one I showed you with the larger print, but this one is smaller. It still gives you room to write and you can be creative. I actually had this one before I got the bigger one, and I do love the colors of it. The case is lovely. Yeah, it's just, I think my problem is, and I have many, is that I've learned about certain symbolism. And when you go down that rabbit hole of symbolism in the world, it takes away meaning, especially in modern day Bibles. So these are just little books that I use to put notes and stuff. They're not expensive books by any means. Probably anybody can afford them. I'm not even sure where I got them, but they had like no books in them at one point. This one too has the addition of just the 88 missing and lost books of the Bible. This isn't the complete ones, you guys. This is just the breakdown. Okay, and so when I ordered this, I was like, this is like the Coles Notes. And by the time I realized that it wasn't the entire thing, I was like, And then I ordered another one, which I thought was like the large print of it. And again, it's like the Coles Note, so it's going back. And then these papers in here of this binder are just like there's grid papers, there's like to-do papers, and I can't remember where this Lord's Prayer is, but I do have some scripture writing plans in here. And because I'm trying to learn calligraphy by Schaefer, this company here, Sheaffer, those Schaefer pens, do I have them close by? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm very sore. My body's very sore. Anyway, they are very inexpensive. I'm just trying to see if I have one close by. I know I do. Hang on one second. And somebody else had asked me where I got these, the 100 Days of Grace and Gratitude devotional by Shannon Noel. These are all of them are in Amazon, and I'm pretty much done. I say that. I'm pretty much done shopping with Amazon for planner and hobby related stuff for the moment. But this here is a Schaefer pen. This one here. And these are very, very inexpensive. In fact, they have entire kits where, let me show you, because somebody else had asked me about that. I'll pause it and go get it. Wow, you guys. So obviously this took a different turn right away. So let me just put these back because my hands are full of pens. And this is not a dedicated video for pens, you guys. It's just, I was showing you that I went from scribing to soap studies and getting deeper into that, because I think for me, I like the understanding of things a little bit more, and we will get back to these books in a second. And if you're new here, welcome. I tend to do longer videos. I usually do this disclaimer like once in a while now, but please get yourself something to drink. I am a chattery, go with the flow kind of person. So I'm going to show you some things. My daughter got this for me one year. And I love wood. You guys, like, I think I told you about the Domino's box that I have. So here is a Schaefer set. I'm pretty sure that's a Schaefer set. Yeah. So you get the pen, you get various nibs, and inside you get cartridges. Okay. And then I also put some other nibs in there. So as you can see, they're very inexpensive. I mean, seriously, very inexpensive. And I thrifted a lot of these. Now this one, this is from Faber-Castell. It's also one of my favorite pens. I'll show you in my pen case in a second. Let me just put those down. Where are you? Here. And it came with the matching, like, pen in this box. You see, and it's got an extra ink. So the problem with a lot of calligraphy pens, I guess if you could say they're problems, is that if you look, each size is different. But what I've learned is you can actually refill these little guys. And you just need a little tiny dropper to do it. Those little eyedroppers. And I bought some. So you can go into your inks and then fill these up. And this has like purple in it right now, but you can fill it up. You can wash it out, fill it up, and reuse it if you want. Because if I was to get like barrels every time, like it can be very expensive, and each one of these are different brands, so they have different barrels. And when I'm talking barrels, I'm talking, let's just see if this one has it. And I'm sorry if I don't remember the, okay, I'm not going to do this one. This one's, there we go. There we go. That one too is an insert, you see? And I have this like idea that I'm going to end up with like ink all over me. So the reason I'm bringing this up, like I said, is I tend to flow from one topic to the next based on questions. So if you ask me a question and it takes me a long time to write it down in the comments, I'm very slow. I'm a one-finger typer. So this I have not yet filled. This is my TWSBI, and I am dying to use it. I've heard wonderful things about the TWSBI, and it's got like a built-in ink. See? Right there. And then this comes on the end. Like so. And then it just fills up with the ink. So I haven't used them all, you guys, because here's the thing. One of my personal goals is to learn them. So, where did that one go? The point was, as I was showing you inexpensive pens. So let me show you this one here. This one is an antique pen that my daughter found thrifting. And it's got the ink. And it has like the tips. And I also included this other pen, but look at this glass pen, you guys. And it's even got like a plastic holder. Isn't that beautiful? Now this design allows ink to be picked up. And there's also another one down here. So there's those two, and then this glorious one here is beautiful. So that goes in here. So there's 3 in this one. And my daughter, like we had a Christmas one year where we were saying, okay, we'll only exchange gifts for each other. My youngest daughter and I will only exchange gifts where we were going to donate something anyway. And she knew I really loved like calligraphy and wood. And so she gave me this set, and it's very, very like one of my most treasured items from her, because the wood, it reminds me of my grandpa's like art case, like because it came from her. So then my neighbor, my next door neighbor, a couple of years ago, out of the blue comes up to me and presents me with this beautiful glass pen as well. You guys, look at that. And here's the thing, And I'll never forget hearing this when I was a child. Or maybe I read it. But if you have, I don't know, thousands of dollars, and you give somebody $20, well, that's not really a big deal, right? It's not going to put you out much. But say you don't have anything, and you give somebody $1, it's like, it leaves me speechless. And I'm not saying that my neighbor doesn't have like anything to her name, but she doesn't have a lot. So when she gave me this pen, and it was for my birthday actually, not Christmas, I don't know, like I look at it, even comes with a little stand and some ink, and look at the color blue. I was in tears when she gave that to me, because I know not only did she choose this specifically for me, but to have a bond with your neighbor where you love your neighbor. I know my neighbors, and I think it's very important to know your neighbors. And I'm very fortunate to be in a position where I not only know my neighbors, but my neighbors and I have boundaries, because I'm not like, let's go have tea and coffee all day long at my neighbors. No, I have things to do. They have things to do. But yet I've provided them with kits, emergency kits, and I know who they are. And like I get along with the children next door. They're not children, they're adults now. But when I moved here, they were children 14 years ago or 13 years ago. And then it's always story time, by the way, if you're new at my house. So I'm not sure what this brand is, CM or M or whatever manuscript, but it's the same thing. Look, you get the pen, you get an ink. Oh, gee whiz, what went in the garbage? These sets are really good because you get all of these different nibs. Okay, so you instead of having to pick like an expensive, like fine or medium, you could try them all out. So this has, I don't know if this pen in itself has one already on it. I think it would. Oopsie. Yeah, so that's the fine. And I'm going to hold it up against this Grace and Gratitude just so you can see the tip. Do you see how it kind of like angles and has that split in the middle there? So each of these, this one here are wide, like each one of these ones here are more narrow just by the tips, and then you get the insert for the ink, and then you get some cartridges, and then here is one cartridge. And this whole thing probably would have cost under $20 Canadian. So there's that. So really all I'd ever need is something like that. Sorry if it's so shiny. But then my other daughter got me this one year, and it's Staedtler, and I love Staedtler products. Staedtler pens are like these, and I went through a phase when I was like teens to like 30 where I just use Staedtler all the time because I love the triangle barrel. So what was special about this set is that she remembered that. And look at this, you guys. It's still like brand new. It's got the 3 colored ones here and all of these. And I've been saving this for some odd reason, but in the new year, because I always thought, well, I'll use this with all of these, and it's got even the barrel. But look, like these Staedtler sets are the way to go. You pretty much get everything you want. And I'm not going to tell you the price on them simply because it was a gift, but I'm assuming for my daughter to be able to afford it, it was reasonable. Okay, so, but I still think, and it goes on the same parable of when you don't have a lot of money and somebody gives you something, like you want to cry, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So there's 20 colors, 4 pens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 5 of the actual calligraphy things, and 1 of the barrels. So that is Stadler set. I have been spoiled by choice, you guys, because my children and my family and my neighbors. So I just, that was it. I'm going to just pause and put these away. Okay, you guys, please know that here's my disclaimer, is that I'm not showing any of that to brag. Although, like, I feel bad sometimes because I am so blessed. I do it to reinforce that I have been so blessed in my life that my neighbors, my family, friends have gifted me, blessed me with like, it touches my soul, you guys. It truly does. And what I try to do in life is pay it forward. And if there's a message to all of this, and it doesn't need to be this huge thing, but a smile, a kind word, like, when you change somebody's world, and I'll relate this back to why I've been blessed, I think. Like, oh, and sorry, squirrel moment. Here's the other pen that went in that set. I was just noticing. I often have questioned my like, why have I had, so many wonderful people in my life that have done some wonderful things. Well, my life hasn't always been so wonderful, you guys. I'm sure you all can attest to that. We've all had struggles. But what happened is that the minute I started to find my tribe, and I hope you know what I mean by that. When you find people with the same common bonds and interests, and more specifically, moral compass. This is, for me, the most important thing. When I started finding people in my life that had the same moral compass, right? My life changed for the better. So I ceased hanging around with people who were using me for what I could do for them. And that happened a lot, you guys, because, like, I couldn't ever see that a person could do that. Like, it wasn't in my mind to think that of people, even though like, I'd seen it. I knew it was there. I was a dreamer. I wanted the world to be a certain place. So in order to be it, I wanted to manifest it. So I tried to envision that everything was perfect. But the thing is I allowed myself to then be used. And so I'm just saying that when you hang out with people, or when you surround yourself with people with the same moral compass, when you send out love into the world, the love you receive, and I'm not talking things here. Please don't equate what I'm saying with the calligraphy pens or the notebooks or the things. That's from hard work, like, not the gifts, not the blessings, okay? Although the relationships and the trust, that's from hard work, because you have to be able to work towards, I mean, I still have things in my life, you guys. Look, I'm going to show you this. I use things up until they're gone. Do you see this? Do you see this case? Okay. if you were to see my coat or my shoes, or I don't know, a lot of things. I just dropped that in there. I don't know where it went. Oh no. There it is. If you were to see a lot of my things, I don't jump out and buy new things when they start to break. I'll try to fix them. And maybe you don't think I have a point because I've jumped topics, but actually it will circle around, okay? But because I don't spend money on things like this, it affords me to spend money elsewhere, like on calligraphy, ink, or art supplies, or things that are of creative nature. So I hope you guys can see that. It's about priorities. And yet at the same time, I always feel like I should be doing more for the community, although I do try. So anyway, I'm going to get off the topic because I'm not even sure I'm making a point anymore. And I just wanted to show you that there are inexpensive sets out there. And let's get back to the book. And I just turned on the camera. I swear to you, my back is killing me, you guys, and I'm rambling. So I really like how I put this word, unnecessary. What was this for? Achievements. Yeah, I was going to try to, after the brain dump. I love these Shine Sticker Studios, you guys. I really do. Unfortunately, where I live, they're hard to get up here. So this book is coming fast to a close. This is the last week. And I know I went over this really quickly. Is that coming apart? Oh no, I put this calendar that Monique included in one of my books here. I just wanted to show you, Monique, that I put it there. And then I used these papers. Isn't it pretty? I found these papers somewhere in my stash. And I have more over here. Like this one here. Look how pretty. Right? This is from Simple Stories. And I'm not sure if they still have papers, but it was called A Peachy Life or something. But they don't sell up to Canada anymore. Not that I need it, because I do have like plenty of papers and stuff like that. But like, isn't that pretty? So yeah, I might be using that to put where the dailies are, because like this here, when I'm not feeling the greatest, my pages look like this. They look, I don't know, chaotic and slapped together, and that's fine, because like pages don't have to be this beautiful magical thing, you guys. Like when you're doing your books or when you're doing your journals, and I'm hoping you guys are in screen. It's very hard for me to stand. This is only my opinion, but like the marvelous mushrooms, like this, I don't. And then I put a sticker on it. I don't know where I got this piece of ephemera, but like it saved it from going into recycling and being gone. And like then I used paper here to put more ephemera and to put more raccoons. If you know me at all, you know I love my raccoon babies and birds and wild animals, and it's what's stopping me from getting a cat. Because cats and raccoons don't like each other. Okay, so this we're going back now to the beginning of November, and I like this weekly log. So thankfully, I got a jump on labeling these pages, although I have not lined them out yet. And I was explaining that in a very rushed video yesterday. Rushed for me, you guys, because it was like, what, I don't know, 45 minutes long, and I didn't even watch it before I uploaded it. I just uploaded it and was out the door. and posted it, and like was adding to the hashtags in the back as I could, you know. I don't really like this up here, so we're going to get rid of that. Where is my white out? I hope you guys have a drink. Oh, there it is. And I hope that you're all doing well. Obviously, taking care of my body this weekend. I'm not as nasally, which is honestly good. Like, I remember when I was a child, my nanny used to say, you know, 12 to 36 hours. Oh no, like, why did I do that? Oh well, it's special now. It's got white on it. Because I don't think that'll come off, will it? I scratch it off. This is like a little bit of, there we go. I remember my nanny. My grandmother I called Nanny. She used to say 12 hours to 36 hours. And it's very important that your body be allowed to release what it wants to expel, as opposed to taking medicine that hides that, because that's how it releases it. So it sucks while you're going through it. It's like my temperature was high, but it was burning up that virus, and I feel so much better. So I had like 3 really hard days, but I knew, like, antibiotics go so far, in my personal opinion. I'm not a doctor. This is only my opinion, and I only use it for me, so please don't come for me. But when the antibiotics like weren't doing their job, basically, I knew that I had to let my body do it. Like, boom. So I did try the antibiotics. I did the whole series of the antibiotics at the strongest level. And at the end of the day, I just had to let my body like burn it off. And it did burn it off. It was like really high temperatures and whatnot, but that was fine. And then my daughter was so sweet. She's like, Mom, you can spend the night. I'll take care of you. I'll make you some soup. Like, really, like, but I ended up coming home. I came home, and I just feel more comfortable in my own space. And anyway, talk. So I did like go through this book yesterday. And yeah, I don't have any of the lines put in or anything, but I will be doing that today, and that will end this book. And then December. Well, I have spoken to you guys about, this poor thing needs a cling. I've spoken to you guys about doing, I guess they're December dailies or whatever, but like junk journals, or let's see, like this one here. I'm just trying to move you guys. My back is so super sore. It's like incredibly hard. It's like it's settled into my back. So I showed you, welcome to Pink Christmas, you guys. Okay. So my friend Tina did this, and I've already, did I move it? Oh gosh, you guys, I have to stand it. I think I was taking her ornament. Like, she had, did I move it? I must have moved it. Oh, okay. So I was turning it into an ornament for the tree, but I must have put it over by the decorations. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this, I'm turning into an ornament for the Christmas tree. So that originally was right there. But because this was so bright, I wanted to have it pop with these other colors. And I got these lovely patches in. And that's the side. That was the back. And doesn't that remind you of like one of those soft blanket she'd put in front of the fire, and then this. Like, the whole thing is angelic, really. And then she's got, like, beautiful... Oh, she does such a wonderful job. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to, because I had to rip off some of the paper, I'm going to take more material, puff it up, and string it like that and put it on my mini tree. So I want to make sure I'm not going to lose that. We'll put it up over here. And then the other one I have is this one. So I think this will be like my daily. This will be, I don't know, like, part of me doesn't know now about this. And that was the whole point, because we were decorating that. But let me just quickly show you if you missed it. Like December dailies. So, like, I won't be filming on just this book every day. What I'll probably do is a week at a time. Look, she even put like the corner edges. I'm just noticing the details here. Like, oh, so beautiful. So this one has a lot of writing spaces, so it would be a journal. I'm pretty sure this will be a journal. Or, yeah, because I don't want to put tracker stuff. This is going to be like a journal. Like, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Tina hasn't made any videos in a month, and that saddens me. I hope she's okay. But I understand too. So she's got a little... I need to have some water, you guys. Oh my gosh. I have not, pardon me, I have not been spending as much time in any of my books as I have been, simply because the whole month of November, practically, I've been, like, not well. But, and I say this, I have literally been spoiled for choice. So I have this lovely book, and I did put the patches on it. So there's 5 patches, and it kind of, like, Santa's face is a little odd, but I love that. And I think that this will be like for journal and like observations and gratitude and all of that. And I don't know whether I should save like one for next year, but I do like the traditional one as well. Like, so, like, part of me, I don't know, you guys, like, maybe you can help me. If I was to pick just one, should I just, like, if I was to pick one, I would do this one, I think. So, and then journaling and whatnot. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, what fun. That's her writing right there. I love it when I find people's writing. So I think, oh, and this is like wrapping paper. It is so nice to touch. You guys, I am so, what is that word? Like when I feel something, it just, oh, it's nice. So I think I might just do this one. Yeah. And then save this one for like Christmas in July, maybe. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put a note on it. So thank you guys if you're thinking in the background. They're helping me. Because, like, I'm like, okay, I can't possibly do, like, so many. So I'm just going to put July. So I have an expression, and it's this. Christmas, to me, should be every day. And the reason is, which is simple, is we do things of kindness for other people at Christmas time. But if we adopted that every day, and this is my personal opinion, please, okay? You don't have to believe this. I'm not asking you to. But you've seen my Bible, so you know that I'm definitely a Christian. When you have Christmas every day, what you're doing is you're trying to be more like Jesus. And that's not to say that we are. We'll never be. Like, we're full of sin. I'm full of sin. And I say the word sin as in perfectly imperfect, you guys. But I also ask, my first prayer in the morning is thank you so much for being here. And throughout the day, my relationship with him is that I help change for the better. And so Christmas in July just makes sense to me because it's a reminder halfway through the year that, you know what, it's time to, I don't know why this comes up like that here, that it's a reminder halfway that, hey, remember that? You know, we don't want coal in our stocking, right? But it's more than that. It's the little things that we could do. We can, like, smile. And I'm going back to where I was talking in the beginning. And again, this whole like, oh, and look how beautiful. So this one doesn't have any, but I think I'm going to make one for it. Okay, I'm going to stop talking because you guys, if I haven't mentioned it yet and you're new, I jump topics all the time because my brain works that way. It just does. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with my brain. It just means that my brain is different than most people's. So yeah, I think I'm going to be doing this one and at the same time as doing this beautiful book. And in here, I'm going to put like a couple of little charms. I'm going to get this open. Yeah, I wonder if I can do that with the tweezers. There we go. Little patience, little love. Oh, my watch just said good morning. Well, good morning to it too. What time is it? Okay. Look at that. So she said she had this bag and she decided last minute to put it on here, and I can put like specialty gifts, you know, that I will remember this particular year. And look at this. Not only is Christmas the 25th of December, but it's the 25th year. And I bought this 2 years ago. How perfect. And she Mod Podged the whole thing. Like, yeah, she does beautiful work. So I'm going to tag her again, and I hope she sees that. Yeah, look at, and she's got like writing boards and insert boards. I can't say enough about her work. She just, watching her and her son Billy like together. Her son Billy, I believe, is autistic. And like, they're just a really good Christian. Like, Billy's not their only child, but I mean, she's just, I don't know, beautiful person, inside and out. Tina, if you're out there, honey, you're a beautiful person. You've got the greatest heart. She truly does. She truly does. Yeah. So I think I'll be doing that one. So thank you guys for helping me make this decision, because I don't know, like I wanted to do both, but that's kind of like, I can't really do both, can I? And I've been spoiled for choice, like I said. Now, I'd bought a whole bunch of these because at the time I was able to send them and gift them to people I knew, but now I can't, because sending anything across the border is like, literally, I think you guys all know that I have to get my daughter to help me, because I'm in tears, because I can't figure it out, you guys. I can't. So I'm going to be doing this one for like my Christmas dailies, and I'll probably like do it like, I don't know, every 3-4 days or something like that. In the meantime, I'm still going to be using, oh my goodness, my Hobonichi style. I'm just trying to put this book away. Come on, move. And she sent me like a lot of ephemera to use. Guys, I have tons of ephemera, you guys. I have like this ephemera and this ephemera to use with it, and I have like a container of ephemera. So I'm very blessed that I have these things, because between Christmas and Easter, that's my favorite time of year. And so then this is how the book turned out. What do you think? Remember I'd cut that one out first, and then I did this, and this turned out to be a happy accident, you guys. That, and then in here now, where is it? I want to add some stuff. So what I was doing before I like started yapping 45 minutes ago is cutting out these leftover pieces, you see, because I don't want to waste them. So I thought, well, this will be perfect, because many people have asked me before, like, how do I get my books to, like, especially I think my Christmas book, 2023, the Christmas workbook that I've shown time and time again. Is it down here still? Yeah. This has got to be by far the most requested book on like my old channel to see, and like I added that after. Okay, so this book, I bought a magazine, or like it was a Christian like magazine, for this picture. And then this book, I literally went through it and made pages. And these are not my children, my grandchildren, nothing. They're just, you see how I use leftovers and like very interactive, like just like it's a combination of a junk journal, because things normally would be thrown out, and like stickers and a book, and like it's kind of everything in here. And I use, like, if I only had a little bit of vellum, then I would like attach it to like paper here. I don't know, I had a really good time with this, and by far this was the most requested book for me to show, and I love this one so much. In fact, so much so that I've broken the spine. You see? Because I went through it and through it and through it, and added paint, and through, like, this was the first time I did sticker of the month. And like even this page, I remember when I did it, I thought, oh gosh, that's the ugliest thing in the world. But you know what, you guys, coming back to it, I'm like, yeah, it is. So why do I feel like I like it? And there was something about it, but now I know what it is. And I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but now I can see why this page makes me feel great. But at the time it didn't, you see. And then I put my own paintings in here, and, you know, like I've got a star here because I had like, this is like for hair. I think it was my granddaughter's. I don't know. I was just putting kind of everything in here, you guys. And then like I made pockets here by just like, this was from sticker packages, and I just taped up the bottom, and you could literally, let me find a piece of paper. Slide anything in here and change the decor. You see? Needless to say, out of that book, I pulled out, and that was a B6, okay? And the system is from Monique, right? So it's Monique's system. It's got like the weeks down here, and then like all these tabs. I keep the tabs on there. I like the grungy kind of look. I like it grungy. To me, it looks loved. It looks like, you know, beat up. It looks like it's, I don't know. I've always been that way. Like this one is special as well because I did this pocket. You see? And in this pocket, I had this book. And what's interesting is it was in a like B6 book. And then this was like that. How did that work? I tucked it under. That's right. I tucked it under and then lifted it up. So when you open the book, it looked like that. And then I had my shopping list like that. And then I opened it up, and then I did my hearts for my gratitude and doctor's appointments and stuff like that. So I'm going to go back to doing that. But then I was able to add it to my pocket in the back, which has my letter to myself. So I start that at the beginning of the month, and I can choose to open it, or I can choose to leave it, and then down the road, as I'm going through it, or maybe I'm having a hard time, I want to see, because it's encouraging. I make that letter especially encouraging to myself, you know. And I don't know if you guys want to copy that idea, you know, but I find it's uplifting to hear from myself that not only did whatever I think was like the worst case scenario, for example, is like not at all. And that life is blessed and beautiful, and there's so many good things to come of it. And I give all these examples, and life is, you guys. Life definitely is. Now, I'm looking at this paper, and I don't think that's going to go. So we're just going to put it over there. So, yeah, I was cutting these up. Back to this. I was cutting these up, just taking off the white of the paper, because I don't want to waste. And then the other images that she sent. Now, this one's a bit dark, but that's okay. And then there was this one. And then this one. There's that. That's beautiful. And then there's that vellum, which is also beautiful. So I'm thinking that definitely could fit. And then this one, oh my gosh, I don't want to have to cut it all. So I'm thinking I might literally put it on the back page like that. Like lower it down. But then I'm going to lose some of this beautiful tree. But if I put it on the back page like that, right? Let's see if I can, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm just going to fold it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then when I fold it like that, I'm just showing you guys how I do things. Then, yes, it has like stickers here. I don't know that I can get those off or not, but it's not really important. But then, like I have this beautiful like Christmas image on the back page, you see. And then as for down here, I can cut the presents out, and then, you know, we don't need that there. So we can leave that there, because I'm pretty sure that's where I want that. And then in here, oh my, my mouth is so dry, you guys. I think what it is I haven't really talked much. My daughter was laughing at, well, she wasn't. Like, I was bundled up. I was wearing a toque. She had the heat cranked. I had a sweater on. I had a toque on. I had my neck, like, scarf on. She brought me this big, like, blue blanket. I was curled up on her pink couch. That's right, she's got a pink couch. I remember when we went and got it, too. It like, barely fit my van, but it's like a futon-y kind of pink couch. She was on a budget, so yeah. And she made me some soup. Super sweet. I have good kids, you guys. Like, I can't, if I ever moan and groan, like, I don't mean anything by it. Like, I'm just an old woman and I'm not even middle-aged anymore, you guys. Like, how many 106-year-olds do you know? Like, I'm not middle-aged. So this is how it turned out to be. This will be the case. So I also have this book to cover. And that's why I decided to, and Monique, thank you so much for these, honey. Like, I think because you use these a lot more than I do, I might be sending these back to you. I don't know. We'll talk, okay, honey? Because I know how much you love these and need these. And it would be nothing for me to put these in an envelope. I'm going to put them, in fact, where I can see them. Because, like, I just don't want to have stuff that I'm not going to use. And you know, I have a sticker book in here. And then, where did I get this calendar? It's Motherword. I don't know. I must have got it maybe at the Dollar Tree. I don't know. Maybe at London Drugs. But I like it in here for two reasons. Number one is, do you see the sticker book in the back? This plastic holds it there away from the line. And it also goes to all of 2026, which is good. And then I have some stickers also in the back here. And then this book would be able to fit in here, but I don't know if it can just at the moment. But I also like this because I can put another one of those books that I made in my December. I'm very much show and tell, you guys. Like, think of kindergarten, okay? Because it's the way my brain works. I'm like, explain it to me like I'm two. So I do it for me, not for you guys. Like, I know you guys get it, but I don't. But do you see this book here? I like having a little book like that. Why? If this is too big to throw in my bag or my purse and I need to go out, which I hate doing, you guys. I hate doing, but I would rather support local business. And I need to pick up something for stockings or whatnot. Now, like, for the last 2 years, I've been doing my youngest daughter's stuff. This year, I told her I wasn't going to do anything, and I totally told a lie, and I had to beg forgiveness. Like, I'm like, Lord, please forgive me saying that. But, like, my other 2 children have spouses, right? And my youngest daughter has me. So right now, like, of course I'm going to do her stocking. Of course I am. But I told her I wasn't. Like, how terrible. Like, I'm sorry. But I like the fact that this has this. So I can insert something like that here. Okay. So and is there a point to this video? Am I doing anything? No. But I just like to, I don't know, put them on. You guys seem to like them. Have them on in the background of your life. And I really love this image. I really do. I did put, I really love the green of this pen. And this pen, actually, look, you guys, look. It writes. Like, look. Okay, I'm not taking it off because I'll never get it back on, but ho ho ho. Okay, you know what? Come on. I know you work. There it is. It's coming out. There, see? See? It just doesn't have much ink in it because it's such a small pen. Now I have to white it out. But that's okay because I was going to take these scraps and start building up this book with you. And I know that this video is probably running at the hour now. Yep. So I'm just going to do like one bit because I want to show you what I do. Okay. So I start doing this all the time. I lay things down. I don't know what it's for. So then I try to see if I can fix it. No, that's not coming off. So we're gonna make this work and build up a book, because maybe it'll be a series, how to build up a Christmas book. I don't know. But a lot of you have asked me, like, how do I get my ideas? Or because I literally, you guys, I literally build them up. Every day, I just add a little bit more. And you don't have to be so hard on yourself. It doesn't have to match. You can get strips of magazines from like anywhere. You know, I don't recommend some magazines because of their content, obviously, but like anything with like, you know, lovely colors like this. And then you just add your colors. Look at that. And then like this one here too. So I just start adding, like, yes, I've already got washi down. So, you know, let's just start putting some pieces in. Like this one here. How do we want to do this? It's like doing a puzzle piece, I think, you know? Okay. I think of Tetris. And yes, this is only the first page. And I don't have to fill in the whole page because, you know, I could use this page here and write a list, or I can do a flip, which is what I'm thinking this is going to be. Where I come along and like I'm going to cover up like most of that with something. And then I can flip that up. So I'm just going to do this. So for me, I don't stop to think about, okay, what's going to make this look great? What's going to make it look perfect? Because perfect doesn't exist in my mind. There's no perfect. What there is for me in my mind is creativity. There's a lot of creativity. So I think, okay, well, how do I make something creative? Now, I think I need another color here. So after all of that talk, I don't really want pink there. Let's see if there's a color here. Green, maybe? I hope you don't mind, Monique, but let's see what the green does. Where is tweezers? This is going to be a longer video, you guys. Please have a moment, pause and get a coffee, but maybe it'll go up and down. What I'm looking for is just like a change of color, like a little bit of a and I think green is her son's color, Isaac's color. So Isaac is blessing my book, basically. And it's crooked. I see that, you guys. I'm also like sitting here and my back is screaming at me because unfortunately that's where the pneumonia settled, was in my back, my injury. And for any of you guys that know anything about injury, they love to settle right where you've been injured. So there's a truck backing up in case you haven't heard. I really dislike that sound, but I know it's necessary. It's one of those sounds that instantly give me headaches, like that backing up sound. It's just the high pitch of it. Okay, again, I've boo-booed. Oh gosh, and it's backing up again. I pray I don't get a headache from that sound. Okay, there's that one. And that one. Okay, so then I'll find like a Christmas sticker. Monique, thank you so much, because I think I'm going to use this last one here. And then like all of these, like, because this is your family's colors, honey. Like, pink is yours. I think Sophia's is orange. Isaac's is green. Hubby's, your hubby's is blue. Yellow's is your family's. So, yeah, I got to send those back to you, love. But thank you for letting me do that one. And as for, like, where did I put it? I don't know that I have a Christmas sticker per se, but I do have one that kind of matches that right there. This one here. And then, like this here, I would bring up like this. And then, for me, I would use, I don't even know if you guys can see everything. For me, I would just use tape. That's too much. Too much tape. And I don't know that this will cut through it. I feel my voice going too, you guys. Oh my goodness, it's all, my voice gets really grainy when it wants to drop. So then what I do is I make like a flip up, like so. I just use the tiniest piece of tape here just to back it. And then I still have this paper here to write on, you see. And then this here, I think I'll use this lovely color, because even though those are nice, it's not really matching, but because I have this here, let's see, will that rip off with just a normal ruler? I'll probably turn off the camera and then come back and like carry on. Would that look good that way? I'm not sure. Will that look good that way? It's about creativity, which means like, see, changing it up a little bit and using different like aesthetics along the way. But I'm going to leave it at that. I'll probably, because I'm into playing right now, I'll leave it for now. I'll upload it, and then, oh, look at that. See that? that kind of goes really well right there. So I have to do that now. Tape, no, glue. So I do it different from Monique in the sense that, like, I do bits like this, scraps, which is sort of like scrapbooking, right? And whereas she does beautiful, like, full printed pages, like these ones here. And yeah, I can never get my printer to print properly, and I think these two would go so well together. Look at that. Like, that's so Lisa Frank, is it not? So that's why I do mine this way, is because I guess maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I'm different. And I think that we should embrace our differences, because our differences and our quirks makes our channels and our creativity so unique and gives other people ideas. And you guys, please strive to be yourself, because that's exactly, in my personal opinion. Oh, I need water before I like parch out here. 1 second. If you think like you want to be like the crowd, that's fine. Like, we all want to be part of the group in some way. We all want to fit in some way. But what a lot of people don't realize is that, and I learned this in my world fairly early, is leadership at every level. Meaning, your creative ideas added to the existing ideas allows for other people to think in different ways and to be themselves. And you know what? That creates a movement of free creative thinking. And I think it's so very important that, yes, we use each other for inspiration, but that you don't lose yourself in that. You don't. I'm very fortunate to sit here with a book that Monique sent me. 2, actually, if you think of my April book. But I had been doing up Monique's book since One Book July 2023 in my own way, with her permission, of course, because, you know, I had to get it. Like, she didn't know me from anybody. Like, here I was out of the blue just asking if I could use her system, and she said, of course, you know, please. And it literally was like a, I don't know, a 2-minute video where it was quiet. She was sitting on her couch, crossing off a list on a brain dump. That's all I saw. And she scanned her camera around. Her family was watching TV. It was on mute because TV was on. Of course, she didn't want to strike on her, like, video, I'm assuming. And maybe I shouldn't assume, but I mean, it was a very short video, and she was just like doing her book, sitting there and showing people that, hey, you know what? Like, you can plan with your family just sitting here. And I looked at what she was doing, and I was trying to figure out, okay, like, what system is that? And I realized after watching her videos, like, I went back and I like started watching them, that she created this system. And I loved the brain dump. The brain dump sucked me in hard. And then I learned about the weekly from Peanuts Planner Co., etc., etc., etc. So there's a story there. So my books are different, of course. I mean, you know, if my books were the same, you guys, then if my books were the same, it wouldn't have the same, I don't know, feeling about them, would it? But they thankfully don't. They don't. And I'm happy about that. And I know this video's long, but, you know, I feel kind of chatty, and I know that I'm going to shut off the video, and then I'm going to upload it, and then I'm going to have to charge my phone, and then I'm going to, you know, it's going to be frustrating in a sense because, you know, what day of the week is it? Oh, yeah, it's Monday, so I'm probably going to get phone calls from doctors and other people, and oh my God, life goes on, and then, you know, I'll want to film, but, you know, unless I put, you know, like, do not disturb. But I'm just showing you here how I'm adding acetate over top of this coffee vellum that Monique provided. She, you know, put some goodies. And how you can take, like, regular stuff and make it literally into seasonal stuff, because that's what I did with the Christmas book of 2023. And like I said, the only reason I'm going on about it is because literally, like, and maybe for some of you, you're looking, you're like, well, Mel, how is that possible? You only have 500 and some odd, like, subscribers. Well, I actually had more, you guys, and I shut my channel down for a reason that was like had nothing to do with anybody in the YouTube world, okay? It had to do with my personal world. And that all being said, it's all resolved, and I started it up again. But I never really stopped, to be truthful, because I was sending videos to a friend of mine just because I love doing them. And that's the whole point. Like, I do videos because I love to do them. You know, like, it's very important to do what you love, you guys. Very important. Like, part of me just wants to keep, like, because I know the minute I stop this video, you guys, and I'm keeping these scraps, by the way, because, and then I'm just going to, okay, that's still a bit too much. It's a longer video, like I said, but, okay, those scraps can be thrown out because they're too small. Tape. So every book is different, and that is fine. But I really, I think, like, first of all, I want to apologize because it just occurred to me, like, this whole video has been a mix mash of I don't know, like, me going from topic to topic to topic, which wasn't my intention. But I started with the Bible I was on because that's, in fact, you know, where I like to start my day. And then the calligraphy pens because I want to improve. And then I was talking about that. And, you know, because, like, I'm anticipating questions. So then I start, sorry about the tape being so loud. Then I start, like, answering, yes, you can get cheaper sets, because I get these questions in my, like, Instagram DM all the time, and I try to answer them, like, in the videos. So that's something you should know. If you ask me a question, unless you want it answered privately, can you put privately in brackets? And then I won't address it in my video. But what I've learned as an instructor in the military, because a big part of my job there was I taught the 3s course in supply. I was a supply tech in the military. and I taught the threes course, which is basically your next course after your basic supply course. And what I've learned is that you start at the beginning and you don't miss any steps, because there's always one step that somebody doesn't understand. And I've seen the light bulb come on for people. I've seen it when they're like, oh my gosh, like that's the step. People who have worked, like the civilians that had worked on the base for years and years and years, that were mailing work to themselves Friday to get them on Monday so that they could like leave and have a free, clear desk. They didn't understand something, and it's my understanding people want to be able to do stuff. They don't want to like do it half done. They really truly want to do it. And I fought really hard to get the civilians into the course. The point being is that's why I teach or demonstrate with my books the elementary way of doing things, so that people understand, because I do get a lot of requests to do that this way, and it's not because I don't think that people can't understand it, you guys. It's because I get so many questions. So just in a few minutes, you can see I've got this cover, the back cover. This, by the way, is not done yet. It will be. I took a picture that she gave me. I'm going to put it on the back, and then I'm going to use packing tape or like something to laminate that, make a pocket, clear pocket. And then I've got a flip up here. I've got this card here, which I'm going to add like some PVT tape on it. This sticker came off of the front cover when I peeled off this. It was like an autumn November one, and ironically, because my last Christmas book was like a November twinsy, and then this came out of that, and then this page I'm gonna do up a little better, but that was on the cover, so I wanted to honor that. And then here we go. And then I've just put some washi here, but she included these sticky tabs here. And she put this here, and then there's a pocket. Oh, I thought there was a pocket. I think this washi is coming up, so we have to tape that down. If you don't know by now and you're new to my channel, tape is my stationary best friend. There. And I just put the stickers that she provided me on top just to hold it in place. And then here's the calendar. I'll add another calendar because I want to do sticker a day. And then she added this vellum. I say she as in Monique over at Monique Writes. And then she's marked out the pages for me that I have to do. And this will be my December book, you guys. And then this will go inside of here. In the back, hopefully it'll fit. And then that'll close like that, and this will go like that. And this is sort of like, and this case, by the way, if you're asking, was a case that Leigh Ralston used to have with her personal stuff, and I was the only Canadian that she sold anything to, and it was a fortune to get it up here. Small fortune to get it up here shipping wise that I had to pay, but it was worth it for the girls. And I had a gifting program, and and then like there was like multitudes of this one, and I really like this one, and it reminds me of that program and of Leigh allowing it to happen, because like she wanted me to wrap her Little Bits box too, like represent it. And I guess I'm a free agent, you guys. Like I like doing my own kind of thing. So But this is like, this was the folder that Monique provided. So all of that to, oh, these tapes here came from my friend Kitty. And do you think I can think of her channel name, you guys? Oh my gosh. And then the other washi I used was from this, and I got it at Michael's, and using a coupon, I got it really cheap. So that's basically my video. Very long today. I hope it made up for yesterday, you guys. And remember, we are all perfectly imperfect. You are loved, needed, and wanted far, far more than you will ever know, as am I. And I pray you have a blessed and beautiful start of your work. I hate saying week because it makes it sound like we're weakened. We're not. Happy rising. Happy Monday rising. I want to start a new trend with new words. I want to create new uplifting words because I just think our language in of itself like puts it in our mind that it's a like negative thing, and I don't like that. Anyway, have a blessed and beautiful day, all of you, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.